What is up, you guys? My name is Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here. I'm drinking some tea out of my boob mug. It's my favorite mug ever. I'm 38 weeks pregnant today when you're watching this video. I have no idea where the time went, to be honest. It felt really slow until it didn't, and now I'm 38 weeks and I'm like, I'm having this baby in less than 2 weeks. It's wild. So that's why we're here. We're packing my hospital bag today. So as you can see, we are in my baby's room right now. We still need to put some art above his crib, but we're getting there. I put everything up in his room. It was like one of the first rooms that was done, but he's not gonna be sleeping in here for probably the first 4 to 6 months anyway. So I'm just like not really in a rush to get any art. We have a plant over here that we just got, which makes the space look a little bit more energized and lively. Right now it's kind of bare, but we're gonna work on it. We're gonna get some art, we're gonna get things going. I'm packing my bag today to be prepared for all options. When you get pregnant, the first thing people say is don't have a birth plan, because birth plans tend to go out the window like 90% of the time. You might plan for a vaginal birth, you might have to get a C-section, you might plan for a C-section, and then you might end up being able to have a vaginal birth or whatever. Your birth plan might go out the window, probably will. So I'm packing for every single option today. My baby is still breech. He's been this way since 20 weeks, since 30 weeks, since 32, since 36, since 37. He's still breech, and I don't think he's going to move. However, the day before that this video goes live, we are going to be evaluated for an ECV. So if you guys don't know what an ECV is, it's basically a manual version where they try to manually, externally flip the baby to a head down position. I've heard a lot of horror stories, but I've also heard some success stories. It's like a 50-50 success rate, and what they'll do is they'll take you in, get you evaluated, do an ultrasound, see how the baby's growing, see where your placenta is, see where the cord is, and basically just gauge if you're a good candidate for the procedure in general. So we're doing that the day before this video goes live, so I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know if I did it, if it was successful, if I had baby. There's just so many things that could happen, because with the ECV, it's generally considered safe. There's a 2% chance that your placenta could, I think it's your uterus could rupture, or your placenta could get ripped off the wall, and then you'd have to go in for an emergency C-section right then and there. That's why they really only do the ECVs once you hit 37 weeks, which is considered early term but full term. So yeah, if I go in and they tell me that I'm a good candidate and I feel good about it, because right now Lucas and I are kind of just leaning towards maybe not trying to flip him and just going with the C-section unless he flips on his own miraculously, just because kind of freaks me out in the thought of potentially something happening and me being in that 2% of getting an emergency C-section right then and there. That scares me. And honestly, having a breech baby at term is only 3 to 4%, so even though there's a 2% chance of something rare like getting an emergency C-section on the day that you get the ECV, even though there's only a 2% chance, I'm already in the 3% of breech babies, so I don't really think I have good odds. We're just gonna feel it out once we go. If we feel like we want to do it, we'll do it. I mean, I'm sure you guys know how it went already, because I'll probably be updating you on my Instagram. However, here we are. I am packing my bag for that day, so Tuesday, the day before you guys are watching this. I am packing my bag just to have it prepared, because again, if I do have an emergency C-section right then and there, I probably won't. That's a very rare case. If I do, I want to be prepared. I want to have all of the things. I don't want to be in the hospital for 3 days and then have to have Lucas leave and come back, and I just want to have everything there. So that's what we're doing. If the ECV is unsuccessful or I don't do it at all, I am packing for a C-section. Again, baby could flip on his own, so we could have a vaginal birth, but if not, I'm preparing for a C-section. If the baby does flip during the ECV, if I choose to do the ECV and he flips, or if he just chooses to flip on his own, then I'm gonna pack for a vaginal birth as well. If I end up having a vaginal birth, I'll just take a few things out, but I'm gonna pack everything that I would need for a C-section. Now, I've scoured the deep dark corners of YouTube for hospital packing your hospital bag videos. Ugh, pregnancy brain, guys. I say it every video, but I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's so bad. I have scoured every single corner of YouTube trying to find videos of people packing their hospital bags, and I watched quite a few. There are some people who go beyond and just pack everything in their house. That's not really me. I don't want to feel like I'm cluttered. I don't want to feel like I brought my whole house to where when I come back I have to like unpack a bunch of shit like I came back from a 2-week vacation. That's not me. I tend to be an overpacker when I go on vacation, but in this scenario, I just want to have the bare minimum of what's going to make me comfortable, what's going to make Lucas comfortable, and what's going to make baby comfortable. So that's what we're doing. Like I said, have watched so many videos of people packing their hospital bags, and I feel like I have a good idea of what I want. I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to bring for myself. I'm going to show you what I'm going to bring for baby, and then I'm not going to show you what Lucas is going to bring because he's just probably going to end up throwing shit in my bag when the time comes, because men, they don't think about these things, you know? I'm also going to show you guys what I'm going to bring miscellaneous things, so like things that are going to make me feel comfortable in the room, and snacks. I'm going to show you the snacks that I'm going to bring. I don't have all the snacks that I'm going to bring, but I'm going to tell you what they are. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that it helps you. Maybe when I actually have baby and I go to the hospital and I come back, I can do another video of telling you guys what exactly I needed and what exactly I didn't even need to bring. So let's just get right into it. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, definitely give that subscribe button a click. I upload new videos every Wednesday. You can also find me on my blog, justmans.com. I upload a new blog post every Friday, and you can find me on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to my podcast, Just Mans the Podcast. I upload a new episode. I almost had it. New episode every Monday. Let me put my tits away. Making mom jokes already. So I have a whole list right here. I know it looks long. It's really not that long. It's just that I wrote stuff for me, Lucas, and the baby, and then miscellaneous things and snacks. So I'm just gonna take you guys through it and show you what I'm bringing for me. So the first thing that I think is really important to bring is this silk robe. This is from H&M. It's just a black silk robe, and every labor and delivery vlog that I watched on YouTube, people were wearing robes like this. I didn't really think about it, but I'm sure when you're in labor, you probably don't want to wear a ton of clothes. So a lot of people were just wearing nursing bras and then comfortable pants or comfortable shorts and underwear, and then a silk robe that they can like cover themselves up with in case a nurse or somebody comes in if they are modest. You know, I'm not the most modest, so I don't know if this is going to be worn. If I have a vaginal birth and I want to be naked, I'm sure I'm just going to be fully nude. But this is going to be nice to just have when I want to cover up. Now, like I said, I don't know if I'm getting a C-section or doing a vaginal birth, but I wanted to be prepared. So I'm going to bring like 2 comfy clothes. So I have these comfy shorts. They're like high-waisted. I fit into these pre-pregnancy, and I haven't really worn them this pregnancy yet. I think I wore them into the 2nd trimester, but I have not worn them in the 3rd trimester. So I don't know if these are going to be a good choice, but I think they are because they're stretchy and they're really comfortable, and they're like a perfect length. They're not really short. They're like kind of longer, which I think will be nice, and they're more high-waisted. So even if I do get a C-section, it's not going to sit low on the scar or the incision. I'm going to bring like 4 or 5 pairs of underwear, just because I know that whether you get a C-section or have a vaginal birth, you tend to bleed a lot. And I'm going to bring pads as well, but I wanted to have a lot of options for underwear just because you never know. And I like to be prepared, you know. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm skimping on underwear. I'm also bringing these baggy, flowy black pants. They are from, I think, Athleta. Yeah, Athleta. And they have this waistband that you can obviously just wear like this, or you can fold it down. These are the most comfortable pants I've ever worn in my life, just not even being pregnant. So these I think are gonna be awesome because I'm delivering mid-September. it's still gonna be hot. But I've read and I've watched videos of people saying that the hospital rooms are pretty cold. So I wanted to have a pair of pants on hand. And these are just the most comfortable things ever. So we're gonna have these. In terms of tops, I'm going to be bringing these nursing tanks. So I have this one. I have a navy one, but I'm not bringing it. And then I'm bringing this black one. So I'm bringing 2 nursing tanks, and they have bras built into them, so I won't be needing to wear a bra. I'm also going to bring 3 of these nursing bras. So these are just comfy, cozy bras that are not going to be uncomfortable because I don't love a bra. I have 3 of these nursing bras. This one is from H&M. This one is also from H&M, and then this one is actually from Target. And I have another one of these from Target that's the same color as this pink, but I'm just bringing these 3. I'm also bringing these shorts just to have another black pair of shorts on hand. These are like my favorite. They're super comfortable. I wear these all the time to go to bed, and I just think that they're gonna be nice to have just in case the other ones don't really feel comfortable on me. And like I said, people said that the hospital rooms tend to be colder, so I'm bringing just this black hoodie just to be comfortable. And lastly, for the clothes that I'm bringing, I'm gonna bring, you guys probably saw both of these things in my last video, which was a maternity try-on haul, and I'm gonna be bringing these overalls from Target and this orange t-shirt dress from Target too, just so that I can come home in these things, because I'm gonna be wearing everything else that I showed you in the hospital, but I feel like I'm gonna wanna look or feel a little bit more put together when I'm coming home. Maybe not. Maybe I might just end up wearing everything I was wearing in the hospital, but I want to be prepared, and I'm gonna bring a few comfy but cute clothes just so I can feel like a human being. I'm also bringing 3 pairs of socks, so I'm just gonna bring 1 regular low pair of black socks, and then these ankle socks that are kind of fuzzy, and then these Mac Daddy fuzzy girls. These I always wear in the winter, and people said it's just a good idea to have socks like these and also like non-slip socks to have when you're walking around the hospital room. So I'm bringing these. I'm also going to be bringing my UGG slippers. Don't think I'm gross for touching the bottom. I don't wear these outside, I just wear them in the house. So I am going to be bringing these to the hospital. People say to bring like flip-flops, just like cheap pairs of flip-flops or cheap shoes that you don't really care about, because you probably don't want to bring nice slippers to the hospital, but I'm bringing mine. These are like old anyway, and I just like them and I want to be comfortable, so I'm bringing these. The next thing I'm going to bring is my sleep mask. I sleep with this every single night and I love it, and I feel like I want to bring it to the hospital just to keep me comfortable. Again, if I'm laboring and I get an epidural and I want to take a nap before baby comes, this is going to be really helpful because I just don't want to have to be bothered with lights and people coming in and whatever. So this actually keeps me super calm and relaxed. I feel like it's just one of those external environmental things like a diffuser, or I don't know, reading before bed, or like spraying lavender on your pillow that makes you just get ready for bed. It's like my mind knows that once this is on, it's time to relax. So bringing that. I'm bringing toothpaste and a toothbrush. I'm also going to be bringing face wash and moisturizer, just because if I get a C-section and I'm in there for 3 days, I want to have something a little bit more refreshing and clean feeling. So I'm going to bring these. But I'm also bringing these face wipes, and if I have a vaginal birth, I might take these out in case I don't want to bring these. I might leave them in just because I have other ones in my bathroom right now. But these are just face wipes. These are LeBang Body's face wipes, and these are cleansing, moisturizing, and makeup removing. So these are just like an all-in-one, and I feel like these are going to be easy to just clean my face. I don't really know how up for cleaning my face I'm gonna be. Like, I don't know if I'm really gonna want to go in there and do a full like skincare routine after I have a baby. Who knows, maybe I will. That's why I'm bringing these, and that's why I'm also bringing these. But I do know that regardless if I want to just wipe my face off or fully wash it and put moisturizer on, I'm gonna want to feel clean. So I'm gonna bring both of them just in case. I also hate feeling dry. Like if my skin is dry, if my face is dry, I don't like that feeling. So I'm gonna bring some of this rosehip oil that I have been using to lather my belly every single night and morning during pregnancy. So I'm gonna bring this in case I want to, you know, put it all over my body or just put it on my face. I actually have not seen anybody put oils or lotion in their hospital bags, but I'm gonna bring it just in case because again, I don't really like feeling dry. I'm also bringing my prenatals just because people say it's good to keep taking after you have baby, and I want to have them while I'm at the hospital. I was also sent some Earth Mama Organics products, so thank you so much, Earth Mama Organics. And if I have a vaginal birth, these are going to be great. This is herbal perennial spray, so I'm going to bring this, and then this is organic perennial balm, so I'm going to use these. So it says you can use these before and after birth. I'm assuming that they just kind of help you get some pain relief because that area stretches and tears sometimes during childbirth, and I feel like it's just good to have these and get your perennial to get your perennial nice and, you know, I don't want to say lubed up, but I'm going to say lubed up before you pop a kid out of that area. So these are good for just general relief down there. A few other things, I'm going to bring these Lola organic pads. I know that they give you pads at the hospital, but I'm just going to bring a few of my own just in case I want to wear something lighter on the way home, or I just want to have extra. And the last thing that I'm bringing for myself are these nipple pads and my nipple cream. So I actually don't know where my nipple cream is. I have to find that, but this is going to be great for breastfeeding. So I'm going to bring the pads. I don't really know if I'm going to need them, but I'm just going to bring them just in case because I'd rather have them than not and then be sorry. So I'm gonna bring these and then nipple cream. All right, moving on to what I'm bringing for baby. So this is the diaper bag that I have for him. I put it on my Amazon registry. I don't really know, what brand is it? This brand is Parker Baby Co. So this is what I'm bringing for baby. It's not super full. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's like not much in here at all, but it's because I was doing research and I actually had a phone call with some of the labor and delivery nurses at my hospital, and they tell you kind of a rundown of what you can expect during labor and delivery and kind of a lot about like the labor and delivery ward and then what they will provide you and baby at the hospital during your stay. And they basically have everything for you. So if you're watching this and you're pregnant and you're packing your hospital bag and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I need for baby? I really think that they got us. I don't think that we really need much, and if you don't have much, then I think you're okay. I think they have everything in terms of diapers, wipes, pacifiers, bibs probably, swaddles probably. I'm sure they have everything. They're there to help you with your baby. So I'm just bringing a few of my own things just to have. I'm bringing a few newborn onesies. I rolled them up like this because I saw, I think this is like the Marie Kondo way to do it. I don't know, it just works really well in his dresser underneath his changing table. So I'm bringing these. This one is from Target. It's a newborn. Oh my gosh, look how small this thing is. I can't believe that a little baby is going to be able to fit in this. It's so weird, I can't. And then my friend Amelia Weiss actually has her own baby shop called Shop Lil Co, so L-I-L Co. And I'll link everything below. And she tie-dyed these little onesies for me, so I'm gonna bring this one. The reason I'm bringing these two is because these are the only two newborn onesies that I could find in his dresser. I'm sure that I have more, I just honestly didn't want to unbuckle all of them. But I know that babies grow out of newborn onesies super quick, so I'm just gonna bring the newborn onesies that I have so that he gets some use out of them. And also, I'm only bringing these two onesies because my mom actually got a little cute outfit for my baby. I almost said my baby's name, not gonna say it, you guys are gonna have to wait. My mom got a cute little outfit for him to actually like wear home and really look cute in, so that's probably what we'll take pictures of him in. But I wanted to bring a few onesies just to have in case he didn't want to be wearing the outfit that my mom got him all the time. Oh, I found another onesie in this bag already, so I guess I'm going to bring this too. I'm also going to bring this cute little Barefoot Dreams beanie. I know that they give you beanies, but this is just adorable and it's so cozy, so I want to bring it. I don't know if it's... I think this is going to fit him because I have a feeling he's got a big head. I guess that's a plus side of getting a C-section possibly, is the head doesn't have to go through my vagina hole, you know? I'm also bringing these little socks. They're so cute. And then these little mittens for him to have. I think that they provide all these for you, so don't feel pressured if you don't have any of this stuff and don't want to bring it. It's totally fine. I want to bring some of the things that we have for him. I'm literally bringing 2 pairs of diapers because they provide you with diapers. I honestly more so just wanted to bring these so that I could see if they worked, because I've heard mixed reviews. These are the Honest brand and I like them because they're organic and natural, but I have heard some mixed reviews on these in terms of leakage. So I'm going to bring 2 just so that I can test them and see how I like them at the hospital. I'm also bringing this swaddle blanket. They definitely give you swaddle blankets, but I'm just going to bring this one just so we can have it for like a picture or just to practice or just to have it. That's pretty much all I'm really bringing for baby. Again, I think they pretty much have everything for us. I know some people do bring their breast pumps to the hospital. I might do that just because I want them to show me how to do it, but I don't think I'm gonna pump the first couple weeks, or at the hospital at least. So I might bring them just so that they can show me how they work, but I don't know. I might not bring them just because I don't really want to carry them. The last thing that I am bringing for me/baby is this boppy. So you put it around your waist, and then if you can see, you put it around your waist, and then this helps with breastfeeding and nursing. And also I've heard that if you get a C-section and you bring your boppy and you hold it against your belly when you sneeze or laugh or cough, because it can be really painful, that it helps. So I'm bringing this. Also, I've heard that in the car on your way home, it's nice to have a pillow kind of around if you get a C-section to use with the seatbelt, because sometimes the seatbelt can like be uncomfortable on your incision. So this is going to be great to have. All right, now on to the fun part. All of the miscellaneous things that I'm bringing. So the first thing I want to show you guys is I'm bringing essential oils. I actually need to order a new or pick up a new lavender because that one's out. I think I just got these on Amazon. But I'm bringing the essential oils and my diffuser. They told us that if I get a C-section, I'll be in there for 3 days. So obviously, if I get a C-section, I'm not gonna like wheel in my diffuser with me. Could you imagine if I literally had like a bar cart next to me, next to like the bed that they dragged me into the OR with, and like had a diffuser chilling on there and like essential oils and candles? Like, that'd be so funny. But I don't think that's allowed. So I do know that you can have a diffuser in the room afterwards when I'm recovering. So I'm gonna bring this for whether I'm laboring and deliver vaginally or if I have a C-section for the recovery part. I'm also bringing my little vlogging camera. Some hospitals are weird with recording the actual birth. I hope that our hospital and doctor, because I think it's more the doctor actually who tells you whether you can record the birth or not. I think it's just like a liability thing. I'm not sure. But we're gonna bring the camera to both take pictures of baby and us with, and also hopefully record the birth and just our experience and maybe vlog. I haven't decided if I want to do an actual full-blown vlog or if I want to just do like a cute little birth video. I don't know. You guys will have to wait and see. I don't know. Bringing this and then also bringing my charger for it just in case it dies. This is something that I don't see people really bring when they talk about their hospital bag, and I don't know if I'm gonna bring it. This might be a little ambitious, but I'm gonna bring a few books. So I'm gonna bring this First 40 Days book that I've been loving, that basically is the essential art of nourishing the new mother. So it's about, you know, postpartum, the first 40 days after you have baby, and whether you have a C-section or a vaginal birth, there's so many good recipes in here to just help your body recover and nourish yourself and replenish yourself of a lot of the warmth that we lose during birth, because you literally, your blood volume doubles during pregnancy, and when the baby is out, that goes away. So you're really susceptible to cold, and well, in Ayurveda or like Chinese like medicine and ancient kind of tradition, they say that you're more susceptible to cold like mental illnesses or just like colds and flus and things like that if, you know, once all that warmth from your blood volume is gone and baby is out. So there's a lot of good like nourishing soups and stews and rice bowls and like ginger fried rice, things like that. So this is actually a really good book to read if you guys are pregnant. Not even to bring to the hospital, but I want to bring this to the hospital because it does talk about like the phases of pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. So I want to bring this in case I, you know, in case I am laboring and I want somebody to distract me, you know, or in case I have a C-section and, you know, baby's sleeping and I, you know, want something to do other than hold the baby and talk to Lucas, which I don't even know if I'm going to be wanting to do anything else but hold my baby. But again, I'm just going to bring this to be prepared. So I'm bringing this. I'm also bringing Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Breastfeeding because I love her. I've also read her Guide to Childbirth. I think it's like, yeah, Guide to Childbirth. I haven't finished the whole thing, but it's like short little stories. And it's really good. So I'm going to bring the breastfeeding one just in case I want to read up a little bit more on breastfeeding. And then I'm also bringing a journal just because I love journaling and I think it'd be really cool to journal whenever I get the chance in the hospital and kind of just jot down my initial feelings and thoughts and how I'm doing, and I think it's going to be cool to look back on. So I'm going to bring my journal so that I can have something to write in. Also going to use a reusable water bottle so that it's easy to just have water on hand. And then I'm also bringing this Bluetooth speaker. So they actually told us that we can bring a speaker into the OR if I get a C-section. So because my C-section would be planned given that I don't go into labor beforehand, because of that they'll have more, you know, preparation and they'll be more prepared for the C-section as opposed to an emergency unplanned one. So they're able to actually like dim the lights a little bit more and let you play music and do skin to skin and delayed cord clamping. So they're able to make it kind of seem, I don't really want to say this because like if you don't get it, like I don't want to discredit or like not validate any birth situation because all births are beautiful however your baby comes into the world, but they're able to make it a little bit more like birth-like instead of like sterile and surgical. So we can bring in a Bluetooth speaker and that's what we're going to bring. Also, if I have a vaginal birth, this is just going to be great to listen to while I'm laboring. I made a playlist that I can actually share with you guys if that's something that you guys would be interested. Let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in seeing my laboring playlist. Now moving on to the fun part, snacks. I'm a bit of a diva. I don't eat gluten or dairy, so it makes me a little high maintenance and I'm just afraid that they're not gonna have any options for me at the hospital. Also, hospital food kind of freaks me out. I know that I could probably Postmates or Uber Eats something and have them bring it, but I would just rather not have to spend money. I'm probably going to have to Uber Eats some meals if I don't want to eat the hospital meals and I do get a C-section and I'm there for 3 days, which won't be a problem, but I'm gonna bring some like snacky things to have on hand. So the first thing that I'm gonna bring actually, if I labor or even if just postpartum recovery with a C-section, is coconut water. I am a huge fan of coconut water. I love the way that it tastes, but this is also so good for hydration. And when you're laboring, if you have like a 15, 20, 30-hour labor, you're gonna need some hydration. You're gonna be exhausted. So I'm bringing 4 of them just because I love coconut water and I feel like if I get a C-section, this is gonna be really, really good for recovery and just hydrating me as well. I'm also going to be bringing these bone broths. So I'm gonna bring this beef jalapeno sea salt bone broth and this home style savory chicken. These are epic. These are my favorite bone broths out there. You can get them at Whole Foods. I don't know where else you can get them. I've only got them at Whole Foods, but they're my favorite. And I'm gonna bring these because I'm assuming the hospital has a microwave. They have to have a microwave, right? I hope. I'm bringing these anyway because these are super, super nourishing for your gut. And if I get a C-section, I'm definitely gonna need some help in the gut aspect because I'm gonna be so drugged up, being put on different narcotics and I'm sure just antibiotics and just everything. So I want to have something that's super nourishing and bone broth is. So I'm bringing these 2 to have and just heat up. And I heard that when you have a C-section, they recommend to ease into eating solid foods. So these are gonna be great to just have right after because they're super hydrating and they're super nourishing. So I don't have all the snacks that I'm gonna bring because a lot of the snacks that I wanna bring are more produce items that I will probably pick up like the night before if it's a planned C-section, or on the way if it's a vaginal birth. So the ones that I do have on hand right now are these chickpea snacks. I don't know how up for these I'm gonna be because I don't know how easily they are to digest. They're pretty easy for me to digest, just on a regular basis, but they're my favorite. And I just want to have something snacky and handy to bring with me to the hospital for recovery and just whenever. These are my favorite brand. These are good, but these are my favorite. But I'm bringing both because there's like half a bag of each and I like go through these. I'm also gonna bring some nuts. So I'm gonna bring some pistachio nut meats, and I might also bring some regular almonds just to have. I'm also gonna bring some peanut butter because like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys what else I'm gonna bring, but I'm gonna bring some peanut butter to put on some fruit. And then I wrote down a list of other snacks that I want to pick up or make. So I'm gonna make some overnight oats. I think oats are just super easy to digest, especially when your stomach's like sour, which I'm assuming after labor your body's probably like, what the fuck anyway. And I'm assuming after a C-section, like when they take your insides out, your shit's probably all messed up in there, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna bring some easy, that's like my thing with snacks and food that I want to bring. I want it to be easily digestible. So I'm gonna bring some overnight oats. I'm gonna make those beforehand and then I'll just stick in my bag. I also want to get some applesauce or like mashed fruit. You know those baby like smoothie fruit things, like squeezes? I want to bring those. I really like them, but I think those will be nice to have on hand. I'm also going to bring some bananas for some magnesium and fiber because I heard it's not really the easiest thing to go number 2 after you have a baby. And also they're just easy on the stomach. I'm also going to bring some avocados and salt and pepper with the avocados because I just really like to eat a plain avocado with salt and pepper on it, and I think that would be nice and easy to have as well. And then the other thing that I'm going to bring that is like super me and maybe a little high maintenance and bougie, but I don't care. I'm going to make a ginger turmeric oat milk latte and bring it. I'm going to bring like a big jug of it just to have, because ginger and turmeric are super healing. And again, if I'm gonna be on all these drugs, everything I'm putting in my body, I want it to be good for me and like counteracting kind of the bad effects of the drugs. So I'm gonna bring a ginger turmeric oat milk latte, and I think what I'm gonna do is literally just do oat milk, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and just like really shake it up and just have it as a latte. All right, well, there you have it. I cannot believe that I'm recording this video and I'm gonna have a little baby so soon. Let me just do the math, okay? So if I get a C-section, we're gonna schedule it for the 16th or the 17th, 16th or the 17th. I'm pulling for the 17th just because 7's my favorite number, but I think it might have to be the 16th because that's the day that I'm 39 weeks and my doctor's like super like, we don't want you to go into labor. So if I schedule a C-section, it'll either be the 16th or the 17th, so exactly a week from when this video is live. So weird. I'm so excited to meet baby, and I'm also so excited to have him out of me. I was telling Lucas this morning because we went to IKEA, when you hit 36 weeks of pregnancy, like the 36 weeks and on to 40 weeks, it is so uncomfortable all the time. Like sitting down is uncomfortable, sitting on the couch is uncomfortable, laying down is uncomfortable, standing up is comfortable until your back starts to hurt. It's like you just can't get comfortable. The only way to be comfortable is to have the baby not inside of you anymore. So super stoked for that, but also just so freaking excited to meet my little baby boy, and you guys will find out the name then too. But that being said, if I don't get a scheduled C-section, say he flips, or say the ECV, I'm sure we would know by now, works and he's head down and he stays head down, then I'll be having a baby at least within the month. I did also want to say that when I do have the baby, I'm definitely going to be taking some time off of work, so specifically YouTube. I'm really going to pull hard to try and keep the weekly podcast episodes up on Mondays. I think that will be manageable. I think I can do that, but I'm definitely going to take a few weeks off of YouTube videos, so you might not see a few YouTube videos for a few weeks. I'm going to give myself like a month break to really just get to know my new role as a mom and get to know my new baby. I mean, it's crazy when people, I mean, kudos to them and to each his own, but like people go back to work so quickly and people are so eager to bounce back, and in terms of work and body and just quote unquote normal life, but I don't want to do that. I really want to sink into the present and absorb the newborn phase and really, again, learn how to be a mother and get to know my baby, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, I'm growing this baby, but he's a stranger. I don't know him. I don't know what his personality is like. I don't know anything. So I need to get to know my baby, and I need to get to know my new life and adjust to my new life. So I'm definitely going to be taking some time off of YouTube. I think for the first week, I'm actually going to take a full week off of like all social media. I might post a picture of baby before I do so. I don't know though. I might make you guys wait for a week. Yeah, I don't know. Just a heads up. I'm definitely going to take some time off of YouTube. Definitely taking some time off the blog. Really going to try and keep the weekly podcast up for you guys, but we'll see. Yeah, next time I see you guys on YouTube, I'm probably going to have a little baby. It's crazy. If you guys want to see my baby in the future and see me as a mom in the future and just want to keep up with my life, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. Again, if you want to see more videos, especially the hospital bag after I've already been to the hospital and given birth, and give this video a like because it really helps other people find my channel. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't even know how to end this video because I keep wanting to be like, I can't believe that I'm gonna have a baby. But like, I know I keep saying it, but I can't. I can't believe I'm gonna have a baby. It's so weird. I just have to stop this recording, or I'm just gonna keep talking about how unfathomable that is to me. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye. What are the most common symptoms of hormone imbalance?
Yeah, so I was learning recently that there's actually over 150 different forms of PMS. So 150 different symptoms that women can get in their the phase before their period. So I was really amazed at that. But when you're looking at hormonal imbalance, they can pop up in so many ways, but essentially the most common things are a lot of emotional stuff. So it's going to be mood swings and kind of anxiety and depression that can really pop up, especially in the window of 1 to 2 weeks before your cycle. And then circling back to PMS, I think that in our modern day culture, we've really normalized that. But PMS, even though it's very common, it's not